This video is a general guide for assembling your Aima Big Sur e-bike. For expert help, reach out to your local certified bike shop. Begin by unboxing and removing the foam packaging. Inside, you'll discover your bike's accessory kit. Inside the kit, you'll find the manual for your new e-bike, battery charger, pedals, rubber cap, open-ended wrench, hex key, and assembly gloves. You'll find your keys conveniently zip-tied near the handlebars. Next, you'll want to carefully remove the e-bike from the box. Having assistance for this step is strongly recommended. Utilize a pair of plier cutters or scissors to carefully cut the zip ties. Exercise caution to avoid scratching the bike's frame and components. Dispose the remaining packaging materials and recycle what you can. Go ahead and set aside the front wheel, saddle, and mudguard fender for the time being. Moving on, use the supplied hex key to loosen the 5mm bolt on the stem cap. Remove and discard the protective cover found over the headset. Now, grab the handlebar and position the stem onto the headset, ensuring the display is facing upwards. Reattach the stem cap with a 5mm bolt and your hex key. To install the front wheel, start by removing the protective plug found on the drop fork by loosening the nut. Next, remove the insert card from the front brake caliper. This is where the front brake rotor will be positioned and slid into place. You're now ready to install the front wheel by positioning it between the forks and ensuring the brake rotor aligns precisely with the slot in the brake caliper. Slide the washer onto the bolt, then thread on the axle nut, repeating these steps on the other side of the wheel. Finally, use the provided wrench to firmly secure both 15mm wheel axle nuts onto the dropouts. If you have a torque wrench, it's advisable to tighten the axle nuts to a recommended range of 25 to 30 Nm, approximately equal to 18 to 22 foot-pounds. To align the handlebars, stand over the front of the bike with a wheel between you. Confirm that the handlebar is centered and matches the center line of the front tire, and tighten the clamping bolts on each side of the stem. The torque range for the two clamping bolts is 5 to 6 Nm, approximately equal to 4 to 4.5 foot-pounds. The stem cap bolt's recommended range is 8 to 12 Nm, approximately equal to 6 to 8.5 foot-pounds. And don't forget to use the supplied rubber cap to finish off the bolt securing the top cap. From a comfortable seating position, adjust the angle of your handlebar to your preference while ensuring you can safely reach and activate the brake levers and horn. With the provided hex key, lock into position by tightening the 4 bolts in a crisscross pattern. If not already connected, join the display cables by matching their shapes or colors to the connection parts. Adjust the display to your viewing preference and retighten it as needed. To install the pedals, look for the stickers marked L for left and R for right. If the stickers are missing, don't worry, L and R are embossed on each pedal as well. Apply additional grease to the threads as needed. Attach the right pedal to the right side and the left pedal to the left side of the bike's crank from the perspective while riding. Hand tighten until snug, then use a wrench to securely tighten each pedal to 35 Nm or 26 foot-pounds. Note that the left pedal has reverse threads, so you'll tighten it counterclockwise. Next, remove the motor protector found at the rear wheel. If part of the plastic breaks apart, carefully remove it from the flywheel with a pair of pliers. For the installation of the mudguard fender, remove the hex bolts from their threaded brackets found at the top and to the sides of the front fork. Set the front mudguard fender into place by aligning its top bracket to the threaded hole. Follow this by the headlamp bracket and loosely secure the bolt. Adjust the mudguard fender, making sure you have adequate clearance between the tire and fender. Position the headlamp accordingly and tighten the loosely secured bolt. And lastly, attach the fender support rods to each side of the fork, line them up, and reattach the hex bolts, then tighten them securely. To adjust the seating position, fully open the seat post clamp and adjust the seat to a comfortable height. Make sure that the seat post is inserted into the frame beyond the minimum insertion point and retighten the clamp. To adjust the seat's angle and horizontal position, partially loosen the bolts beneath the seat and adjust it within the limit marks on the rail. Tighten the bolts to 8 Nm or 6 foot-pounds using the supplied hex key. You'll want to verify that the serial number on your key and the battery lock are the same, as they should be matching. When charging your e-bike, open the charging port cover and insert the charging cable first before plugging the charging adapter into the wall outlet. The battery can also be charged individually. To do this, simply unlock it from the frame using your key, then press the release button located right above the battery. The charging indicator light will glow red while charging and turn green when the battery is fully charged. Turn on your Big Sur e-bike by pressing and holding either power button found on the handlebar controls or on the display. You'll find your battery percentage towards the bottom, along with a color-coded bar to see the battery level at a glance. To access the settings interface, press both the up and down arrows on the handlebar controls. Navigate through the different functions, allowing you to perform tasks such as resetting your trip odometer, altering languages, themes, and much more. Hang on to your user manual and keep it in a safe place for future reference. You're now ready to ride big with Big Sur.